So degassing, it means removing the air from the air spaces, right? So basically what you got to do is take a syringe, okay? There's a bunch of syringes over there. Syringes have 3 parts you have to know. The nozzle is where the needle would be, the cylinder, and the plunger, all right? Plunger, all right? So if you want to degas some of these discs, so these are really extra, are they? These ones you already counted, right?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you keep those? I'll just use these. All right.
It's stuck in your
Okay,
hand.
so normally you're going to degas about 5 at a time, all right? 4 or 5 at a time. More than that, it's hard to see what's happening, right? So I'm just going to put a few in here, just like that. Have your finger over the hole. You know, I just had a crazy idea. I don't know why, I just thought of this. We could use chopsticks, couldn't we? Tucky up would be very good. Can you do it?
No.
Chopsticks?
Yeah.
We require a lot of training to do that.
Sharp chopsticks, okay. Okay, there's my discs. Okay, discs are in there, fingers over the bottom. Now, you need to transfer some of the proper solution into this syringe, okay? So let's say this is my set of discs for 0.2 molar, all right? Full strength, 100% bicarb, all right? So you need to put some of that in there. Now, you can either do it with another syringe if you have somebody else helping you, all right? Or it's not that bad, just simply pour some in there, all right? Pour in about 5 or 6 ml. So you don't want it all the way full, leave a little bit of airspace. Put your plunger back, and you have to wiggle this a little bit to get it all the way in. Okay, like that. All right, obviously there's some pressure in there now, all right, because my finger's over the bottom. All right, then invert it. And the first thing you want to know, I want to check visually, are they floating? All right, if they're not floating, then you have to take those ones out, all right? Something wrong with those discs. Maybe there's a vein in there, maybe it's dead, maybe something wrong, all right? But these are all floating very nicely. All right, now, carefully push the plunger up to remove as much air as possible, hopefully without spilling a lot. We're not playing Songkran, okay? But I bet it's gonna happen. It's gonna shoot out there, isn't it? All right. Okay, so I got my discs up there. I got rid of most of the air. I can see a little bit of air around the discs. Try to get that out. Yeah, there's still a bubble there. Okay, good. That's all right.
You already screwed out.
That's okay. All right, and now put your finger over that. And now you create a vacuum. You create a vacuum. The vacuum is going to essentially remove the air from the air spaces. So pull it down like this, and you will actually see, if you look carefully, little bubbles appearing near the discs, all right, if they're not stuck. All right, that one's kind of stuck. All right, but if you pull it out, you actually see little bubbles coming out of the edge or sides. I can see on a couple of those. It's hard to really see it, but that is air from inside the discs, all right? Of course, it hurts a little bit. All right, it hurts the left finger a little bit, but it's okay. So you can see a bunch of bubbles on there at the bottom, all right? That's the air that was inside. And kind of shake it a little bit, get those up, and then let it up again and add positive pressure, pushing up now, to try to force the water back into those spaces, okay? Positive pressure, pushing the water back into the leaves. Sometimes you can... Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. Sometimes you can actually see the leaf changing color. It's actually getting darker as the water goes in there, all right? It depends on the light and so forth, but basically you have to repeat this 2 or 3 times or 4 times, all right? Negative pressure, and then add some positive pressure. And try it again. Now, so those big bubbles are leaking from around the plunger. All right, that's normal. It's all right. Okay, and then put the positive pressure back in there. All right, and then you take your finger off, and if things are going well, they should start to sink. Okay.
Some already sink.
Yeah, one's down there, and this one's. There is a little bit of electrical attraction between the plastic and the leaf. So they might get stuck like that, but so far it looks like I got like 3 out of 4, 3 out of 5, okay? Okay, now we can repeat this a little bit more, get the air out. Just hold it like this for a moment, let the air get out of it, and then add your positive pressure again.
Do we need to take a photo of this?
Your choice, your report, your choice.
Maybe we can
I know what you're doing. I will see you doing it. Okay, and then hopefully they're all gonna sync. Yes, it works. All right. This one is weird. This one's so. If you have an odd one, try not to put that into your experiment. All right, but like a 4 out of 5. That's why I want you to make a few extra discs. All right. Okay, to get them out of here, put your finger back on there. You can. This solution is perfectly okay to use. All right, and so you can put that back into your experimental flask.
Okay.
All right, don't kill them, don't crush them, just get the liquid out. And then that is actually going to be really convenient. They're actually sticking to the plunger. That doesn't always happen. Wow, that's pretty good. All right, then you can take them and put them in there under the water, and they should sink right down
Why
to
would
the
you
bottom.
do that?
Because if you leave it at the top, they might get stuck in the surface tension, and they're hard to deal with. Okay. All right, so that's about it. All right, so once you do this, you're going to have to probably do it twice for each treatment to get enough.
So glad that the faucet is going on.
And in the
Pick it up.
end, you need 10 discs down there per treatment. All right. After you get this, keep this in the dark somewhere until all the flasks are ready. Because if it's in the light, even the room light, it's
Photosynthesis.
starting to do a little bit of photosynthesis there, and that would give it a head start. You want them all to come out into the light at the same time. All right. As far as the setup with the light, once you have 4 of these, you will set them kind of like this, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that, all right? Now keep in mind that light intensity reduces by the square of the distance, all right? This means if you're this far away from the light versus this far away, you've actually lost 4 times the light intensity. So it's really important to get them all equally distant from whatever the light is. Some teams yesterday found this was a better way to do it. It's a little weird because the light likes to fall over, but you can actually get closer to it by moving the base out of the way, all right? But that's your choice, okay? You can do it like this or the other way around, all right? So you have 4 of them, and then you start your experiment, counting how many float within each minute for about 10 to 20 minutes, all right? If the leaves are in good shape, within 20 minutes, they're all gonna float or not. If it's not working, it's not gonna work after 20 minutes, all right? Okay, go.